Black Clover is a famous series written and illustrated by Yuki Tabata. It was serialized in Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine and had been running since February 2015. The English version of the manga is licensed by Viz Media for North America. The anime series is produced by Studio Pierrot, and it aired on TV Tokyo in Japan in October 2017 all the way up till March 2021. The anime has now ended on a cliffhanger note, and the makes have now announced a new anime film. The year saw the ending of a lot of great anime and also the new announcements of the same. Just like Ho Season 4 having a second part, Black Clover will extend its story with this film. The anime is of the shonen genre. It revolves around Asta, a child with no magical powers in a world where they are the norm. Asta was an orphan who was abandoned on the doorstep of the orphanage with another child, Yuno. While Asta seems to have no magical powers whatsoever, Yuno is somewhat of a prodigy. They work hard and try to earn a name for themselves in the Clover Kingdom. Yuno is able to control wind magic and obtains a legendary 4-leaf grimoire, while Asta obtains a mysterious 5-leaf grimoire that contains swords and anti-magic abilities. He dreams of becoming the Wizard King, and the two of them join the kingdom's Magic Knight squads. They go on adventures and secure great fame for themselves as the journey continues. Story so far. The current arc is the 10th arc of the storyline as a whole. It is called the Spade Kingdom Raid arc, and the last few episodes cover the chapter 268 to 272 from the manga. In the final few episodes, we see the other members of the Black Bulls finally meet Noct for the first time. He introduces himself with the fury of the vice captain he is. He then takes Asta to an abandoned building to begin the devil binding ritual. Noct asks him to fight Liba, but Asta quickly refuses. He states that only because he's bound to a devil now doesn't mean that he's bad. Liba tries to attack him, but he still refuses to fight, making Liba think back to a woman in his past who was much like Asta. We also see Noelle waking up Patry and the other members of the Third Eye. She realizes that Luck, Leopold, Mimosa, and the others were also right there with her. Patry reveals that they are in Elysia, a region in the Heart Kingdom. He talks about how they were asked to save Noelle and her comrades by Dryad, the guardian of Elysia. Back at the capital, the Wizard King finds out about what happened at the Heart Kingdom. We see a quick callback to Liba's past. He was tormented in the underworld because of what little magic he had. Liba was able to slip through the gates of the underworld and enter the world of humans. He came across Lichita, who rescued him and had the powers to drain mana from those around her. The two quickly became friends, but fate had other plans for them. Lucifero possesses Liba, angry that he entered the human realms without making a contract with him. After possessing him, he goes on to murder Lichita and taking the only thing Liba held dear. Seeing how Liba has been through so much, Asta agrees to fight him. Liba recalls his time sealed in Asta's 5-leaf grimoire and how he developed anti-magic powers cursing Lucifero at the same time. In the end, Asta defeats Liba and asks him to be friends as they have the same goals.